Good morning. Got my coffee. And I had a Pop-Tart already this morning. No severe weather out there right now, but there was earlier. I'm at work, so I figured, you guys might want to know. So just kind of monitoring these storms. They're west of Lincoln, between Kearney and Lincoln, moving south towards Hebron, Beatrice. Some decent rain here. So that's probably what's going to move through Lincoln. But the stronger storms west of Crete, along Highway 6 down towards Hastings. So, again, this isn't a big deal, but it's one of those weird things. It's Sunday morning. A lot of people maybe were caught off guard by this. There was severe weather in central and north central Nebraska earlier. So this was, it's just one of those kind of odd storm systems. I wasn't expecting severe weather this morning. I knew there was probably going to be storms, but the severe weather aspect was just pulsed up. That's all. That happens. But good morning, everyone. HD is good to see you. Samuel, this is early. I woke up and came to work. Good morning, Sparky, Michaela, GBR TV. Probably not going to last very long this morning. This is just kind of a quick update. Since there's really no severe weather, I normally wouldn't do a YouTube stream for this one, but I'm here, so I might as well just kind of hang out and watch storms with you guys for a while, drink some coffee. Hi there, Abby. Haven't seen a severe warning since, hang on, 7:40, and that was for Platte and Boone. Thanks, HD. Jeez, I am tired. I'm an evening kind of guy. Mornings are not my thing. Hi, Melinda. Oh. So, yeah, not too concerned about these storms, but if you had any questions, concerns, if you have outdoor plans, if you have, anything going on, there's some pesky storms out there. There's this line right here, and then these up here, north of North Platte, just southwest of O'Neill. Tyler Red Wine with the W. Guess I'm taking my kids for ice cream today. Thanks, Tyler. That's awesome. I see Erica's not happy. It's not severe. That's the good news. I know usually when I'm on YouTube, we've got a severe weather potential and all hell is breaking loose. Not the case this time. These are just some pretty good run-of-the-mill thunderstorms. Jillian, yo, W. Good morning, Cindy. Good morning, Sue. Samuel, W with the ice cream. Hearing rumblings near 84th and Yankee Hill. Yeah, let's look. Let me turn the lightning on. Oh, look at that. Quite a bit. So that's probably all you're going to see with this is the lightning potential, heavy rain, maybe some small hail, gusty winds, definitely. Hi there, Pat. Oh, Jillian, where are we going for ice cream today? which that also is kind of nice to get the storms out of the way early. Less of a chance for a long duration severe weather event because it's morning and usually you don't have the heating of the day, and much needed rain. You kind of avoid the severe weather aspect of it, and I can go home and hang out with my kids for the rest of the day. Usually we have a weekend person that would be doing this, but I think he's in a wedding or was in a wedding in Texas yesterday. So let's see. If there's hail, I am playing baseball with it. Okay. Just don't get struck by lightning, HD. There's quite a bit of lightning out there, though, and we're starting to see some. Let me just put this in now. So even though the bulk of it's right here, you can see there's pieces of lightning just north of Seward, just northwest of Lincoln, there and there, but most of it is there. But even though the cluster of storms is here, Lancaster County, if you have anything going on outside, you might want to give it a minute because lightning can strike away from the parent thunderstorm. So just keep that in mind. Water today, so I'm sure it's going to rain. Oh, yeah. People wash their cars and water their yards, and boom, it's raining. Sometimes I do that on purpose just to try to create rain. And we're getting a little dry out there. The not Storm Prediction Center, the drought monitor. Let me see if I can find that real quick. The latest one. Here it is. So yeah, here's your drought monitor. This right here is a moderate drought for a lot of those, like Pawnee, Gage, Jefferson, Thayer, Nuckolls County, and then abnormally dry moving into Lancaster County. You got way over here the severe drought moving into the Panhandle. So we're starting to get back into that drought. So this is definitely going to help, this rainfall today. It won't fix it, but it'll help. Hopefully it slows things down a little bit. And wouldn't you know it, we're basically the only area seeing strong storms except for, I guess, over here near Flagstaff. Strong storms, but for the severe stuff was basically just Nebraska. Lucky us. This has been a weird year. Do you think we'll see rain in and out all day, Cassandra? Yeah, see how this is. Let me find the right thing I want to use here. This will work. It's kind of going like this. So the severe weather potential is now much lower than it was earlier, but on and off showers and thunderstorms all day. Pretty good bet. Francisco, are you bowling this year? Yes, I am. Is this the Francisco I bowl with Monday mornings? I won't be there on Monday, the first Monday. I'm going to be out of town. So is Dana, if you know who that is. But we'll make it up, and I shouldn't miss any of the other days after that. Went bowling the other weekend, just random, and I think it was this Friday night, and I bowled at 225, I think, without any warm-ups, without any nothing. I just went out, and of course the next one was like 180, so it wasn't as good, but. Anyway, yeah, there's storms out there, lots more storms, but this, again, the severe weather aspect is pretty small. Somebody, who was it? If there's a guy that emailed my wife about a car event. Hang on, let me look. There's a car show in Lincoln today, I think. I think it starts at noon. So if you're watching Pretty good chance for rain on and off throughout the day. So I think if you have convertibles, you may want to cover those things up. Eric, okay. Yeah, so if Eric's watching, rain's a pretty good bet today. Good job, Cindy. Appreciate that. HD, more often than not, I mean, that used to be a thing way back in the day, tornado warnings happening out of nowhere. The technology has come around good enough that those are really rare for a tornado to spin up out of nowhere. They still can happen, but not near as much as they did even 5-10 years ago. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But it's still a fear. I remember 20 years ago, 15 years ago, we would stay and babysit the radar all night long because that fear was there. You know, it's just we didn't have enough technology to know, you know, what was in place. How could we monitor the storms, you know, and knew what they were capable of. Nowadays, it's less of an issue. We have a better idea of, okay, there's just no shear, or there's no spin in the atmosphere this time. It's just the tornado threat is so much lower that we don't have to watch as closely because we already know, you know, what the atmosphere looks like. Still a long ways to go, obviously. I mean, there's still so many things we could do so much better, and that will come hopefully. Right now we have to get our information on what the atmosphere looks like in real time very sparsely. There's like four spots in Nebraska that we're able to see exactly what's happening in just those one little spots. And we take weather model data from that. So if we could do that a lot more, it'd be a lot better for us. But anyway, maybe I should start a channel about bowling. Observed rainfall total of the storm for where? It hasn't even started raining in Lincoln yet. So HD, if you have a specific spot, and it depends. There's only official rainfall observation areas in like airports and certain spots like that. So like this area, I'll give you an example. Like this area right, like that right there. This, we won't have a exact number for how much it rained there. We'll have a radar estimate, but exact numbers can't happen because there's no gauge, no person, no nothing right there to observe. Mean the West, like California? Sorry, HD, got to be more specific because the West is a big area. I can look, let me see if I can get radar estimates, because right now it's still raining, so rainfall totals you can't do until it's done raining. But I can see if there's a, thank you, CS. Okay. Oh, geez. Okay. This is what it looks like so far. That's your rainfall. And see, notice this area right here, right in between official observation stations like Columbus and Grand Island. So, I mean, you're estimating basically just around 1 inch to 2 inches in this swath right here. There you go. Okay, back to Mandy, the storms are going to be out there on and off all day. The severe weather aspect is basically done. But so it's not short-lived when it comes to rainfall potential. It's going to be a rainy, cool day today. It won't rain the entire time, but storms will be possible on and off throughout the day. Omaha, though, is kind of on the edge. But yeah, you'll run into storms today. You're welcome. Let me see. So what time is it? 10:30? Okay. Let's look at the SPC stuff real quick. It was updated at, what time was that? 8 o'clock this morning. So let me look here. Morning, Debbie. So yeah, I mean, I think the better chance for severe weather now is going to be in that yellow shaded area. I mean, all of Nebraska is in that marginal risk, so it's possible one or two of those storms that are out there now could pulse up real quick, but the better chance is going to be down here in East Kansas, and I think the main reason is for wind. Yeah, right there. See that? This area right here, those black hash marks, that means this. Black hash marks means that wind in excess of 75 miles per hour is possible in this area. So that's kind of the severe weather hotspot today. Oh, hey, Tay. W in the chat, you guys. Jillian, are you watching? Tay. I still love that name. Thanks, man. Coffee fund, yes. I am tired today. It was a long day yesterday. I had a softball game with a lot of the media yesterday, and the Lincoln Fire and Rescue and the Lincoln Police Department. So they basically play each other. Then they sprinkle in local media like channel. There was two of us from Channel 8, and there was a couple from 1011, and we played each other. And I pitched the whole game because that's my previous life. I was a pitcher for for many years in and around the Lincoln area. And it was hot, it was rainy, there were thunderstorms, there was rain, it was hot, it was muggy, and so I'm a little worn out. Even my arm is sore, so that's why I probably look and sound tired. But thank you, Jay Tay, because I need the coffee fund, that's for sure. Oh goodness, but I appreciate it. That's very nice of you. Where's Jillian? Okay, I got to text Jillian. Oh, okay. Anyway, back to the radar. Sorry, used to be softball was basically that was what I loved to do. That was my sport of choice. Still, I mean, it still is. I absolutely love softball, but it's a very demanding sport, and I'm not as young as I used to be. So now bowling has kind of taken over because it's a lot easier on me and timing, and I can do more of it. Doesn't take it. I have one league that's Monday mornings, and it starts at 9:30 and it's done by 11. I mean, it's just really quick. So and then my Sunday night bowling, that's just as quick. Jillian is very excited about the coffee fund, Jay Tay, because she knows that means I'm going to take them out for ice cream later tomorrow. So because of Tyler and Jay, my kids get some ice cream today. W in the chat. That's still weird to say. Anyway, but yeah, that softball thing yesterday was really cool because it's a fundraising event and goes to a good cause. And I was on the Lincoln Police Department team, and the firefighters just crushed it. They were absolutely hitting the heck out of the ball. I mean, I think they scored 23, 24 runs, something like that. And we didn't do too bad. We got like 12 or 13, so it wasn't bad. But it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Severe, let's see, Drew. It doesn't look like it. The potential for severe weather is now small, but not out of the question. It won't be an outbreak. It won't be like many thunderstorm mornings or anything like that. But you got a pocket here that that could pulse up real quick, and maybe some quarter-size hail, maybe some gusty winds. This line right here, as it moves towards O'Neill and Norfolk and Columbus, that may have one or two isolated storms, but just right now it's mainly a rain event. This down here may push down some gusty winds, because kind of what I'm seeing is it's starting to do that reverse C like this. It's not defined yet, but when that happens, that means wind is starting to push like this right through the middle of that. You could see, excuse me, like Hebron, Fairbury, Tobias, we'll see some gusty winds, but I don't know if it'll be severe. Probably 40, 50 mile per hour wind gusts, which if you remember the windstorm that blew through Lincoln and Omaha not too long ago, that was 80 and 90 miles per hour. So this isn't that bad. Beatrice, you're looking probably within the hour, probably by, and it's just going to graze Beatrice. I think Beatrice will see some heavy rain and some gusty winds. Oh, Lincoln, if you live in Lincoln, there was the lightning. That one I just heard this one, hang on. Beatrice probably within the next half hour to 45 minutes. See that lightning bolt right there? Right there? That one, that was right by me. I just heard it. Yep, lightning southwest Francisco, I just heard that too. All my notifications are going off. Lightning near Lincoln. So this is kind of why I decided to do a YouTube Live. I knew this was going to affect some of us this morning. So yeah, that was agreed. HD, moderate rain, that was loud. See, this is where I kind of want to switch over to my phone and go outside and do a YouTube. I don't think you can switch from one platform to the next. And I need more coffee. Hang on, getting caught up here. All right. And we're only, let's see, 58 concurrent viewers, which isn't a lot, but it's Sunday morning. I'm sure there's a lot of people at church and whatnot, so that's understandable. But some heavy rain just off to the south and west. Hang on real quick. Kevin, that's good. I love that. Appreciate that. And Rusty, we trusty. I gotta call one of the t-shirt guys and say, all right, let's set this up and see what we can do. Maybe raise some money for charity or something. I'm sure we could sell, at least a couple of dozen and give all the proceeds to Humane Society or something like that. Abby, yeah, I'm sure I could give them as Christmas presents. send them to all my family. And Rusty, we trust. You go, they'd be like, what? So the bulk of the storm right now moving towards Highway 136. So if you live between Red Cloud and Beatrice, Likely going to see some very heavy rains, very heavy rain, lots of lightning. In and around Lincoln, kind of on the edge. Cameron, good to see you. Oh, look at that. After that lightning bolt, my viewers jumped up by about 15. That's good, though. I love that there's some people out there that when storms are rolling through, they're like, hey, is Rusty on YouTube? That just makes me want to do it more. So that's awesome. But that's it. You know what? I'm just looking at kind of a good feel for where the storms are strongest is where all the lightning clusters are at. And you know that right there, that's a pretty good cluster. It's moving into Blaine County, Brown, just out of Thomas right now, Thomas County. And there's not a whole lot of people that live in Thomas County. In fact, hang on, let me take the lightning off. Let's zoom in on Thomas County real quick. Thedford, which is a great I've driven through Thedford 1,000 times. Probably more than that. So generally you have a flow like this. So Omaha probably on the edge. Anything west of Hastings and Kearney, probably not going to see much out of this. Lincoln, moderate rain. Beatrice, probably some heavy rain. I want to see temperatures. You guys are going to notice a huge temperature difference today. It may not get to 80 in Lincoln. Here's your temperatures right now. It's not even 70 in Lincoln. 64 Columbus, 64 Grand Island. I mean, this is almost chilly. A little shout out to Runza there. Did you see on the banner? Speaking of food, I posted a picture on my Twitter of my breakfast, which was Pop-Tarts and coffee. And the National Weather Service out of Omaha, whoever was working the account that day, was doing the exact same thing. Had Pop-Tarts and I think a Mountain Dew, and then meteorologist out of Omaha posted the same thing. Like all of us weather people were eating Pop-Tarts for breakfast. Should create a Pop-Tart fund now, too. Got an ice cream fund, Pop-Tart fund, and a coffee fund. That's all I need in life. So, not too worried about severe weather, which is fantastic. If I can talk to you guys about rain and lightning and that potential instead of worrying about damage. And I mean, there's been so many times this year that, goodness, we've had tornado warnings and severe weather, severe wind events and stuff like that, that a good old-fashioned thunderstorm is always fun to talk about sometimes. Jolene with the Pop-Tart fund. Thank you, Jolene. What time is it going to rain in Lincoln? I think it's raining now, isn't it? If not, it's getting close. Thank you, Jolene. Very awesome. W in the chat. Jillian, I don't think Jillian's watching. I think she's doing something else today. I send her text messages, or yeah, I take a picture like I'm doing right now so that she knows she gets more ice cream later. Thank you, Jolene. What time is it going to rain in Lincoln? Aaron asking, like now, pretty soon. Are these storms severe, Patrick? No, they're not. They're not. They're just, there's some gusty winds. Here's, for severe storms, you need at least 57 mile per hour winds, actually higher than that. You need 58. Hail the size of quarters, which is 1 inch in diameter. And we're not seeing that. Most of the wind in this is up to 50 miles per hour, so a little low. No hail has been reported lately. We did earlier. We had, like in Rock, Holt, Keopaha, and Boyd, we had 2-inch hail at like 5 o'clock this morning, and 70 mile per hour wind. There was some ping pong ball size hail, 60 mile per hour wind gusts, some 2-inch hail in Holt and Wheeler County, $50 size hail in Antelope and Boone. Then it started to weaken. Then it was down to 60 mile per hour winds and quarter size hail, and then that was basically it. So, and it started to weaken at about 7 o'clock this morning. So yeah, there was some strong storms earlier this morning. Sprinkling in Northwest Lincoln, thank you. Let's, hang on. Sometimes we get radar sites that there's one in Omaha and then one just south of Hastings. And so this one's like looking this way and this one's looking this way. And sometimes they compete for data. That's why it looks like there's a little area right here. I think this is the same amount of rain. It's just the radars are kind of being weird. So hang on, let me do something real quick. I'm gonna turn one of them off and see what it does. So I'm gonna turn the Grand Island one off and see what it did. It got rid of that batch of yellow. Turn it back on, there's that. So I'm gonna turn the Omaha one off. It's the Omaha one that's doing that. Because the Omaha one is closer to this rain, I think this heavier rain right here, is closer to the Omaha site. So it's closer to the ground. So the Omaha site is able to see it, but not the Hastings one. This is a little in the weeds, guys. So I apologize if you don't understand what the heck I'm babbling about. Let me get that back up. So turning the Omaha one. So I'm going to turn the Grand Island one off. Is that what it is? Oh, that's okay. The rain is being picked up. That heavier, what it looks like heavier rain. We're talking about this right here. See that? The rain must be. Yeah, Sue, I've been battling that Keopaha versus Kippaha for a couple of decades now, and everybody I talk to says it either one way or the other. I think it's like Norfolk and Norfolk. But yeah, people that live in Kippaha say Kippaha, and other people say Keopaha. I don't know what the absolute correct way, if there is one, but I understand what you're saying. Anyway, so I have the radar turned off for Grand Island right now. So just the Omaha one right now is picking up all of this. So I think there might be heavier rain way up high where that Grand Island radar or the Hastings radar can pick it up. So when I turn it off, it doesn't look as intense between Lincoln and Omaha. So I'm going to turn it back on. See? So I think there's heavier rain higher up in the atmosphere that it picks up on. But it's technically not like that. There's still some moderate rain out there. So anyway, that's fascinating to me. So yeah, Sue, back to your Keopaha. I never know what to say because for years I said Keopaha. There was one lady, I think she was an elderly woman in that area when I was working at the other station, that anytime any of us would say Keopaha, she would write us a letter and say it's pronounced Kippaha. So I don't. But it was just one person. I don't know how many people live up there, though. It's funny, though. People really want things to be pronounced the way they understand them to be correct, which I understand. I mean, I wouldn't want to call it Beatrice, call Beatrice. That's just wrong. What was the other one? Cairo. I pronounced it Cairo for a while because I didn't know. There's many towns in Nebraska like that. I mean, Norfolk is one of them, but you can pronounce it both ways. I mean, you go to a radio station up there, and you'll hear it pronounced both ways because people are cool with it. Yeah, and you know I'm sure living there, and that's if you have a circle of friends or family, and that's the only way you pronounce it. Then if you hear it pronounced a different way, which many other people may pronounce it, it sounds funny. So beet rice, yeah. Shadron's another one. You hear a lot of people pronounce it Chadron. It's not. It's Shadron. Kearney. You'll hear the national news pronounce it Kearney. I don't know. Are there some other ones, you guys, that you're familiar with? That let me know in the chat. What town or city are you familiar with that people pronounce it incorrectly or different? I mean, it doesn't even have to be incorrectly. It could just be different, like Norfolk versus Norfolk. Both of those are technically right. Okay, I'm gonna run some coffee real quick. I'll be back in 2 shakes. Hang on. So because of it, we have this. Can you guys see this? This is the pronunciation guide for Nebraska place. So I got MADRID. So according to this, it's Madrid. Not Madrid, Madrid. See? Tecumseh, yeah. You're from Southern California, Carrie? I lived in West Central California for 2 years when I was in high school because my parents moved out there. Favorite restaurant? I don't know. It depends. I like so many of them around here. But yeah, this thing is really, really handy. Bakersfield, nice. I was Monterey Bay area is where I lived only for 2 years, and we came right back to Nebraska. So, yeah, Madrid. I mean, it looks like Madrid. I mean, it just does. Where is Madrid? Oh, West Perkins County. Okay. Minotaur. Some people call it Minotaur. I don't know. Manawi. Where haven't I lived? I know. I've moved a lot. And part of the reason is because of this job. I mean, I lived in western Wisconsin for a while. I lived in southeast Minnesota for a while. All over Nebraska. Name of the book? A Pronunciation Guide to Nebraska Place Names. I lost this for a while. It's from the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, College of Journalism and Mass Comm. I lost it for a while. It fell behind a shelf, and I didn't know where it was. I tried to find this online. I can't. So I may make copies of this just so that, and save a copy somewhere, because this is gold. Napanee. How about Napanee, you guys? That one's a good one. Hupper. How about that one? Not Hooper, Hupper. But this says Hooper. Huh. Anyway. Let's look at some tower cams. Honda of Lincoln. Oh yeah, raining pretty good at North 48th and Cornhusker. Get the tower cam. I mean, really just a nice solid rain. Okay, I gotta go get my coffee. I should have a little sign that says I'll be right back. I might have to make one of those. Anyway, I'll be right back. Almost back. I'm coming. Hang on. Okay, what'd I miss? Here comes the moderate rain for Lincoln. I'm gonna switch this over to a different. So that bulk of that heavier rain, I think once this storm right here gets into Kansas, I'll probably head back home so I can spend some quality time with the kids, but I'm here for you guys for just a little bit longer. A couple of different clusters, keep an eye on. Got this one right here. Little line right there moving through Holt County. Then this big cluster right here headed towards between Beatrice and, oh, what's a good, I don't want to say anything wrong here. Red Cloud. Probably just going to scooch on right by Beatrice. So I think Beatrice will miss out on that, but Hebron, Fairbury, Tobias, seeing the thick of it right now. What else? I hope this wet weather we're getting this spring and summer bring us a nice snowy winter. I can't wait for winter. I don't like cold. I can't stand it. It hurts my fingers, hurts my everything. And so I absolutely hate winter, but I'm ready for it this year after all of the severe weather. I mean, I'm here on a Sunday morning. It's like the severe weather season won't stop. So I can't wait for 30-degree temperatures and snow potential, because at least I can go home. This has just been, I don't mind severe weather every now and then, but this has been one of those years where it's just like I feel like I live at work and I go home every now and then. My coffee's ready. Hang on. Let's see. See if there's any mesoscale discussions. Hang on. None right now. Kind of surprising because I would have thought maybe this right here would give some sort of mesoscale discussion for East Kansas. It may eventually too, because right now it's weak and it hasn't been severe for 4 hours. So that's probably why there isn't a mesoscale discussion. But you can, if you look at this, it's like you have this, this, this. It's likely your jet stream right there. We're just right in the right spot. Let me get back to the regular radar. RFM tornado warning? No, nothing out there right now. There hasn't been a warning since about, well, when was the last one? The last warning was 7:40 a.m. So that was almost, that was about 3.5 hours ago. Looking at some of the things we're looking at as news for our TV station. It sounds like Lincoln Animal Control found a peacock. I wonder if it escaped the zoo. It's the only place I know of that has peacocks. But maybe someone had one, who knows? Just really big chickens. Lisa says she's scared. Why are you? I think nothing to be scared about. There's nothing. No severe weather out there right now. But some people are just scared of thunderstorms. I get that. A lot of lightning. Don't know what's going to happen. But there's nothing severe. It's just a good old-fashioned thunderstorm out there right now. I'm finally waking up a little bit. Yeah, there's a lot of lawns that were starting to get crispy there, Cameron. A lot of much needed rain falling right now. Hi, Lisa. Thanks for the update. Can you please also activate the comment section for the smart TV viewers? I don't know if that's something I can do. I believe that's the smart TV. I think there's a setting. If anybody's watching on a smart TV that knows how to enable so that you can see comments, because I think there's something the TV user needs to do, but I'm not sure because unless again that's something I'm not 100% on. So if there's anybody that knows how to get smart TVs to show the comments, that would be great. Storm Prediction Center in Norman did have their discussion, talked about how there could be severe weather in mid-Missouri Valley next weekend. Yeah, that's great. Last thing I wanted to hear. Not surprising though, with the way this season has gone. It's like almost seems like it's a never-ending season. Oh wait, hang on. My wife just let me know. Okay, so for those watching the smart TV, Tamil, whatever, says she clicks up on the remote, then scroll over to the right side of the page where it says live chat. So it's like in the YouTube app on the TV. That's what you need to, it's, so yeah, it's on your TV somewhere. Tamil Selvin. So either on your remote, on your TV, somewhere you have to activate that. So there you go. Yeah, Sue's saying she's got a TV. Her TV has a button, looks like a comment box. So there you go. Back to Drew. Yeah, it's definitely one of those seasons where you just have to watch every single day for severe weather potential. I think 6 out of the 7 days last week had a severe potential somewhere in Nebraska. So it's just going to continue until it gets cold. That's all there is to it. Thankfully, I have almost a full team. Two of my meteorologists were, one had a family get-together, I believe, and the other one had a wedding to go to. So very short-staffed this week and this weekend, but everybody should be back on this coming week. So we should be able to cover everything. I mean, we could still cover it. I just means I have to do it. But I'll have some help coming up next week. No, I can see the comments in the other videos, and I think as a creator, you need to enable for that. Sorry for the distraction. Okay. I know other people on smart TVs are able to see it. So I don't know what to tell you. I'll look into it. If you have a smart TV, can you see the comments right now? Let's find that out. Because I mean, this is a good time to do something like this. There's no severe weather, just some storms rolling through. So if you have a smart TV, can you see the comments? Okay. Thank you, Samuel. Because if it's something I need to do, happy to do it. I want you to see. Thank you, Jillian. Yeah, I want to make sure you can see the comments, and if we can figure it out, that's fantastic. If it's something I need to do, I want to know that's something I need to do. So we'll figure it out. I appreciate you letting me know, though. It's good information. Using a Roku and the YouTube app, and I can see the comments. Okay, thanks, DMAC. What kind of TV do you have, Tamil? Tamils? I'm not even sure how to pronounce that. Sorry. Thank you, Sue. That's good information, Kevin. Thank you. Seeing comments on a smart TV is determined by the manufacturer of the app or to TV, not me. I'd check with your manufacturer. The Apple TV app was just updated to show the comments last week. Sometimes I cast my phone to my TV. There you go. I watch on a Samsung and I hit arrow up and scroll over and to the chat icon and the last comment shows up. Okay, thanks, Cindy. It's good information, you guys. This is awesome. This is very helpful. I mean, for me and whoever else might be wondering how this all works. So I think even my wife, when she was at home watching, she'd watch on her phone and see all the comments, but then turned over to the TV and the comments weren't there. She realized, oh, I just need to do this, this, and this, and now the comments show up. So very helpful. Looks like we're seeing some light rain in Lincoln. Stronger storms west of Beatrice, headed towards Kansas. Hebron and Fairbury, starting to see the strong storms. Ooh, Beatrice. Hang on, let me see. It looks like a shelf cloud there moving just west of Beatrice. Let's see, Drew. Yeah, that got to start somewhere, doesn't it? As long as it's like not from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. That's the worst. That's the worst timing. Or like even midnight to 4 a.m. If it can happen when one of us is at work, that would be great. But if it's over the weekend and it's from like midnight to, if it's the weekend, this is the worst time because there's nobody here. I mean, we don't have a morning show, so we have to make sure that we're on high alert all weekend, and that's exhausting. So hopefully we can avoid severe weather during the weekend. All right, well. Well, all right. I have some updates I need to do, so I'm going to do those. So I'm just going to let everybody go. Severe weather potential is basically non-existent right now. It's not zero, but I mean it's pretty small. So I'll let everybody go. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you everybody for the ice cream fund, coffee fund, and Pop-Tarts fund. Appreciate everybody, and thank you for everybody that chimed in with the information. So hopefully that was helpful for everybody that had questions. If anything pops up, we'll get back on the chat later or on the stream later on and do what we need to do. So thanks everybody. We'll see you next time.